Alright guys, hey, what is going on? It is me, Quita, aka Malaysian Quita, and of course it is part 2 of Gaming Wednesday and Gaming Thursday. And welcome to Sin TV Now, the show that brings you smart, intelligent news and Asian culture. So, let's get into some Riot Talk, shall we? Where, of course, I give you updates with what's going on with the show and other things. So, guys, in regards to what's going on PS4 wise, is as we speak, there is what's called the Critics' Choice Sale, which is on the PlayStation Store. So if you want the Witcher 3 Complete Edition, it's $24.99, guys. You're saving like 30%. That's not too bad. So if you are interested, go check out the PlayStation Store, see what they got. They have a lot of pretty decent titles. The price points are not too bad. Not bad at all. And also, guys, my PS4 collection, I've noticed recently, it's very, very small. I haven't really gotten a lot of games because I play RPGs, and like RPGs are very long, they're very in-depth, there's tons of lore, which I learned with Final Fantasy 15 here, and we'll get into that very shortly. But our juicy topic of the day, Kate Upton has some new modeling pictures, and a lot of people are saying that she's curvy. So I wanted to talk about that. Like, can you be skinny and curvy? It's just something I've always kind of found really, really interesting. So today, guys, I know I started from the beginning yesterday, but I'm gonna have to redo it. I want to apologize for my just terrible episode yesterday. Guys, I don't know what's going on with me. I may have the flu, maybe it's food poisoning. I don't know. It's like I ate something today, and I just, for some reason, my stomach just did not accept it. So it seems that junk food, I can't eat it anymore, which is probably a good thing. But yeah, it's just like, it's been hard for me to keep food down. I've been feeling a little bit lightheaded, and I actually slept pretty good today. But I was like, no, I have to do the show no matter how, sick or icky I feel, for my freaks and geeks out here. So guys, I gotta explain a couple of things today. We're gonna do start to finish. I'm gonna be playing 2 games. So I'll be alternating between Wednesdays and Thursdays. So you'll get back-to-back Let's Play commentary for Final Fantasy 15. And then the following week, we're going to get back to my girl Velvet with her fine, depressing self in Tales of Vesperia. And that game has been quite enjoyable for me, actually. But guys, I got to explain some stuff here, okay? For today's episode, we're going to go through the complete tutorial for Final Fantasy 15. And we will also go through all of the lore that is provided in-game. Because, guys, I have to say, okay, from doing research about this game, Final Fantasy 15 will not make any sense to you unless you do 2 things. First, the episodes are free here on YouTube. Please watch all 5 episodes of what is called Brotherhood Final Fantasy 15, okay? And both of these explanations are going to be coming from, of course, Wikipedia. Okay, so Brotherhood Final Fantasy 15, okay, is an original anime series, and I'm just paraphrasing the Wikipedia here, directed by Soshi Masui and produced by Akito Ofuji, and written by Yuniko Anana. Hopefully, sorry if I butchered the names here. And then it was composed by Yashira Inoue and Yosumi Aikuzi. Okay, so what this is, it's 5 episodes that are thematically connected to Fabula Nova Crystallis sub-series. Okay, so Brotherhood is set within the events of Final Fantasy 15, and what this does, guys, is it gives you the backstory that's needed to understand why these four guys get along pretty well. And each of them have their own struggles that they go through. But and I'm not going to spoil it for you. I have the link below. You can watch all 5 episodes. It doesn't take any time to watch it, because you will not understand the story of Final Fantasy 15 if you don't do the first part here of watching Brotherhood, because it doesn't make any sense. You're kind of just jumped right into the action. You're like, what the heck is going on? And that was what was happening to me. I didn't know what was going on. Okay, so that gives you a little bit of backstory of not only Nasus, who of course the prince, but all 3 of his companions as well. So you get to learn, you know, a little bit more about them. So one thing I found interesting though is that Prompto was not skinny. He actually was fat. And it was because of the prince saying to him, a little spoiler here, but because the prince said it was heavy to pick him up, he was determined to lose weight so that he could be friends with him, which I think is, I mean, for his health, I could say, but I think it's a little shallow. That's just me. But I didn't know that. And then you kind of also learn the origins of what happens between, you know, Lucius and Nephilim, and why they have this kind. You can, you know, find out a little bit more about, you know, some of the tensions and things like that, which is it's very interesting to see how these 4 gentlemen came together and their struggles. Like it, and I'll give a little more, just a little more detail about their personalities and everything, because I don't think that the beginning of the game is a great entryway point into like Final Fantasy 15. Okay, now the second thing that I highly recommend, and guys, I just finished watching this, and if you would like for me to do separate reviews on Brotherhood and Kingsglaive, or I can do like what I like to call a Let's Watch, where I'm actually reacting to it, I can do that. Just let me know in the comments below if that's something that you're interested in. I'll do it. So Kingsglaive Final Fantasy 15, okay, it's a long animated movie, okay, it's scripted by Takashi Hasegawa, and the story from Kashite, hopefully I'm saying that right, Nojima and Satori Itamoro. Okay, so what happens is, in this movie Kingsglaive, it's connected once again to the Fabula Nova Crystallis sub-series, okay? So Kingsglaive runs parallel, it's pretty much runs parallel exactly to the events of Final Fantasy 15, okay? And it's mainly focusing on that conflict between Lucius and the Nephilim, and just not only the tension, but if you watch the movie, it will give you a great background that will prepare you for the game. So I highly suggest, if you are playing through the game and you're like, what the heck is going on? And if nothing is making sense to you, because some of the research that I was doing about the game and what some players have been complaining about is that some of the characters within the game, they don't really get a good like explanation. But guys, I assure you, if you watch Brotherhood and you watch Kingsglaive, you will have a good idea of some of the characters that you may see here in the game. It just kind of ties it together. So I highly recommend that you do that. Please. Or else you will be utterly confused. I gotta be honest. But everybody's different. Everybody's different. So, alright guys, let's get into it. Here is me playing Final Fantasy freaking 15. Let's do this. Alright, so we're gonna do the tutorial. Like I said earlier, we're gonna go through all that. And then we will pretty much get into the lore. We're gonna go through the entire story so that you guys have a little bit better understanding, because if you don't do this, guys, it's not gonna make any sense to you. I just have to be honest. And of course, I'm doing a social commentary on this, so I will have subtitles out on, pardon me, so you can follow along. But I know I sometimes keep the game's volume a little bit softer so that you guys can hear me a lot better here. So we'll see how it goes today. Alright, let's start with the tutorial. Awesome tutorial. And surely but surely, guys, I am slowly upgrading my gaming setup here. Slowly but surely. That's like my favorite thing. Look how cute. Aww. I wish it talked though. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know you, but this is an old training room. So this is where we're gonna learn everything. And let me know, guys, if you like this, me not showing my face. Because today, guys, like I said, I am sick. Alright, so let's do some combat tutorials here, kind of explaining the controls that I'm going to be using throughout the game. Alright, so Gladio says he will help. Now, one thing to give you some background here, guys. Gladius has been with Prince Knox for a very long time, actually. He's a soldier within for the king, and you learn a little bit more about him in Brotherhood. And one thing that's interesting though is Knox and Gladius did not have the best relationship. So alright, let's learn defending here. Alright, so first let's practice defending. Alright, so phase, hold the square button to evade attacks. The key is slightly ahead of time. So one thing that is important is, yeah, you gotta hold a lot in this game. So I thought that was kind of annoying, but it works for the combat though. Alright, so we gotta hold square to do defense. Alright, so let's practice a little bit more. So we gotta alright, so you gotta just hold. So that's the key. You don't have to hold down too hard. As soon as he kind of gets like that. Okay, so now it's our turn to strike. Alright, so Blitz is gonna be one of the main attacks that you're gonna be doing. So then you want to hit hold circle to automatically chain attacks, and then tilt with the left analog stick to change the way the combo unfolds. Alright, so let's try this. Strike a foe from behind to deliver a blind side for 50% more damage. Okay, so let's attack him now. So now you can see that when I hit... See, that kind of changes how I attack him. Do you see? Yep, so circle behind and left analog stick. So, sounds pretty easy enough, right? Alright, so now we're going to learn something very important that you will be using when you're out on the field. Parrying. Alright, so this is very important, okay? So you want to make sure you hold square and then quickly hit circle and hold. So you're like doing a double hold. It's really weird. Alright, so after you hold square, you got to swiftly hold circle to parry it, okay? So you got to hold and then parry. And if you don't do it at the right time though, what can happen is it'll cancel the parry. And like I'll show you here. Okay, so the parry got canceled. Do you see that? So you gotta make sure that you hold it and then right away parry, or else you'll miss it. And then R1, of course, is to lock on to your enemy, okay? So Gnosis will take heavy damage if you fail to perform initial block. So a little bit about Gnosis, guys. When he was much younger, he was really a spoiled brat, you know? And he was very, very messy as well, which kind of makes me laugh. But when you watch Brotherhood, you'll kind of learn how he kind of shifted his attitude a little bit. Alright, so let's parry and defeat Gladius. Alright. Okay, so... Alright, let's get him. Do that. Man, that's like my favorite move right there. Oh, shoot. Yeah. You can hide there. Well, it sucks for him. But Gladius has a nice ass, though. I gotta be honest. Alright, so we got the basics. A+, yay! Alright, so warping is gonna be the next tutorial that we're gonna do. You can redo it, or you can fight Gladius again if you don't understand it. But it's pretty self-explanatory, to be honest. Gladius is very strong, dude. He can do, like, full headstand push-ups, okay? Like, I can only imagine how amazing he must be in the bedroom as well. No kidding. It's just time, okay? Final Fantasy as a series has had tons of lady candy for, you know, the guys and the, you know, the lesbians out there. Because we are LGBTQIA friendly on this show. But it's just time for the lady, you know, for the ladies to have our Asian man candy too, okay? Don't get me wrong. There were a couple definitely throughout Final Fantasy, but like, I am so glad they went this route. Like, I'm so happy. Oh my gosh. Alright, so let's do Blade Warp, guys. So, Blade Warp, what this move does is it just allows him to warp his weapon. That's all Blade Warp is. See, I try to do this show for also the non-geeks as well, you know? Alright, so let's try. So, Blade Warp. Alright, so. And then, hey, what's going on, Brian? Welcome to the show. And Brian says, is this live? Yes, it is, my friend. It is live. Okay, so. Okay, so it says lock on R1. And then Warp Strike is lock on and then Warp Strike. And then you can change to track the target there. Okay, so let's try this. Alright, so we got... Okay, the camera helps center the target, helping you keep it in sight. Okay, so... Alright, so Oh, I'm doing this wrong. Okay, so R1. And then Yeah, so R1 we focus on targeting. And then, okay, now it's time to strike. So then you want to just do R1 is going to be like literally your best friend in this game. I mean, locking on, that's the thing I like about Final Fantasy 15 is it's just that nice automatic camera, but it's not like that annoying like in some of the prior Final Fantasies. I have Final Fantasies, okay, the Final Fantasies that I have actually, okay, and then we have the Warp Strike to Gladius here. So there, and Warp, okay, so there, and Warp Strike. So you have to hold R1 and then hit triangle. So point warp, okay, so point warp is going to be important when we're out in the field too, because sometimes if your enemies are really overcrowding you, you can use a point warp. So, and then you can like hang from there and then attack that way. So, alright, so we're gonna point warp to the marker here. So that's point warp. So you find it with the left, and you go up there, which is so freaking awesome, and then you can see us hanging from there. Okay, so while suspended to a point warp spot, Natus will automatically lock onto a target, which is sweet. Alright, so we locked on, and now we're gonna do a warp strike. Boom. So as you can see, that's a much stronger attack than your standard melee attack. So let's manage our MP here. Okay, so wrapping and phasing, or warping, pardon me, not wrapping. Oh my gosh, guys, my brain. Warping and phasing consume MP, which is shown as a blue gauge above Nasus' head. after point warping, as well as on the bottom right. Alright, if Nasus use MP into deficit, now let me tell you, you do not want to go into stasis because it limits his abilities. You have to hide when you're in stasis mode. Okay? Alright, so then we have to cover here, okay? So covering allows us to restore our MP. So you can see my MP gauge is going up there. So that will definitely like work in our favor when we're out in the field there. And I am playing on easy mode because this is like my first time playing this game, so alright, so try taking down, like, well, first time really digging into it. So try taking down Gladius with warp strikes alone. Alright, let's try this. Okay. And defend if necessary. Oh, snap. Okay, point warp, come on. Alright. R1, and then we'll warp strike. Boom. And we got another point warp. Nope, miss me, fool. And point strike. Alright, and we got another warp strike. There we go. So that's another way you can defeat your enemies as well. So, yep, I got the warping down pat. Okay, so let's review resistances. That's going to be important. Alright, so resistances. So we got attack Gladius here. Let's try striking him a couple times. Oh, shoot. Nope. Alright, so weapons. When striking an enemy, the damage value may appear in different colors. Orange indicates you want it to be orange because that's going to be more increased damage. And then purple is reduced, which you do not want. So you want your weapons to get as strong as possible. And then here's the other thing too, guys. This is coming up actually in what, like 5 days from now? 5-6 days from now. So I bought, this is the day 1 edition. Okay? And guess what I found out, guys, yesterday. So coming up March 6th, there will be an updated Final Fantasy 15, which is called the Royal Edition. Now, what the Royal Edition does is it includes the Royal Pack, which was all this additional DLC. It has like additional dungeons, and graphically they also stepped it up a lot more. I was so pissed, guys, because I was like, I just bought this game. But the cool thing is your saves from the prior versions of Final Fantasy 15, from what I've read. But make sure, do your research, because I don't want anybody saying Quita jacked up my save. So do your research as a disclaimer. Okay, guys, so I was so pissed. It's $49.99, and it has some additional stuff. So I was sitting there, and I was mad. I was just like, I just got this game, and now they come out with some new stuff. Alright, thanks Square Enix. So, I'm gonna buy it. I definitely will buy it very soon. So then I can, like, see all the updated content. So, it'll be very interesting to see the updated content. And then one of the cool things, too, is you can ride the boat. And then you can also go to certain locations that were kind of blocked off when the game originally was released too. So I was just like, what the heck, man? I was pissed. Alright, so enemies can be resistant or weak to different weapons. Swords do not seem to work well against Gladius, so you will want to try another weapon. Alright, so let's try another weapon. Oh, shoot! He's like kicking my ass. Alright, there we go. Oh, shoot. I want to take him out. He's pissing me off. Alright, there we go. Let's try a different weapon here. There we go. Alright, so Natus has obtained a javelin, a type of pull arm. Try equipping it now. So this is how we equip. You hit the touchpad. You go to gear. And it says equip Noxus and his friends with weapons, accessory, outfits. Yeah. I'll get some sexy outfits, ladies. Don't you worry. No, I'm kidding. And techniques. And Noxus can equip up to 4 weapons, while his friends can only equip 2. Alright, so let's equip the javelin. Oh no, that was the broadsword. Okay, so let's okay, so let me move this back up. And then here, you can use R1 and L1 to kind of skip through the sub menus. There's a javelin, and then boom, we're right back into it. Oh shoot. Alright, let's try the javelin. So you see that red? Oh, it's so sweet. Yes! So you can see it's a much more powerful attack. Alright, spells, which is always awesome. So, like, your weapons, you have to equip your spells the same way that you equip your weapons. So there you go. Yay, we got fire. Alright, so we got the obtain the spell fire. So all we gotta do is we go to the main menu touchpad, hit gear, and then you wanna, let's replace the javelin, and then we wanna go here to spells, and then spells you select fire. And then you got that. So now we can use fire. Alright, spell casting. Okay, so of course you use your directionals to switch your weapons. And see, I like this in comparison to prior versions of Final Fantasy, where you had to go into like a sub menu of a sub menu, and this way you just switch your weapons on the fly. I think, and this is just me, I think Final Fantasy was kind of a little bit inspired by Tales of series, because these are like, not like similar, but like just that free range of combat. It's like about time that happened in a Final Fantasy game. It's awesome. And which Final Fantasy games do I have? Alright, I'll tell you. Alright, so let's use fire, and then we'll use that and put it on him. There you go. So he's feeling it. But you also have to be careful with magic as well, because sometimes you can set yourself on fire, so you gotta be careful. Alright, so prime the spell, and then you want to aim with the left analog and then hit circle to release it. Alright, enemies can be resistant or weak to different elements. Gladius is currently weak against fire. Sorry for yawning, guys. When a weakness is struck, damage values appear in orange. Natas cannot warp strike while wielding a spell or machinery. You must first switch to another type of weapon. So you're probably wondering too, what Final Fantasy games do I have? So I have Final Fantasy X for the PS2. I have X-2 for the PS2. I have Final Fantasy Origins, which is Final Fantasy 1 and 2. Then I have the second set that I think has the other two, I forgot now, plus Chrono Trigger. I also have Final Fantasy 12, the Steelbox edition of it. I have Final Fantasy 13. I have 13-2 and Lightning Returns. And now I have Final Fantasy 15 Day 1 edition. I may get the remaster, but I'll think of, yeah, I'll probably get the remaster. Oh, what the heck, just to have it. And then I also have what's the other one that I have? I have I think those are the main ones that I have, yeah. And then I don't know, a lot of people didn't like 13, so I'll have to play that in the future to see. Now I would love to see Final Fantasy 13 come on the PS4. That'd be sweet. Another thing that I would like to see too is a Tales of anthology set for the PS4. Do you know how cool that would be to have like Wisteria, Zestiria, Tales of Xillia 1 and 2? Just have all of the next gen Tales of series on one, like, that would be cool. Or multiple like disc. That'd be sweet. Alright, so getting back into it, Gnostis cannot warp strike while wielding a spell. That sucks. So you have to switch to a different weapon. And the music is always good too, right? Alright, checking resistances. The game features 2 combat modes, active and wait. Okay, so while in wait mode, you can check to the enemy to analyze it. So I think... Okay. And then here's some elemental energy. Okay, sweet. Ice energy. Okay, so the same tricks won't work on Gladio this time. Let's find out what he's weak to and then let him have it. Alright, so we gotta cast fire. And then, oh, miss me. Oh, shoot. Dang it. Alright. Alright, let's lock onto him. Oh, shoot. Did I put myself on fire? Yes, I did. Alright, so you have to wait. Alright, and then, whoop, nope. There you go. Alright. And, oh, shoot. Lock on. Alright, let me use a different weapon on this behind here. Just over it. Alright, so let's switch over to fire. There we go. So that's how you would be able to, like, combine it. I didn't do the best, but hey, I tried. It sucks to be him. He's like, oh, this hurts. Alright, so now we're gonna work on something very important here called teamwork. So the characters themselves, all 3 other guys, they kind of do their own thing. You just can, like, tweak like some of their attacks and I believe their magic as well. So alright, let's do teamwork. So we're almost done with all the tutorials, and then we're gonna go through the lore, and then we're gonna start the game after we do our juicy topic of the day. Alright, so teamwork.
You ranked?
Yay, Prompto! I love Prompto. He's awesome. Alright, so... Alright, Gnostis friends engage in combat automatically, which I mentioned. So, if they're already nearby, they may join you for a link strike. Okay. Alright, so let's team up. Oh, shoot. Man, he is kicking my ass. Alright, so let's do Piercer. Alright, so techniques. Alright, Gnostis friends have unique techniques that they perform at his command. Performing a technique depletes the tech bar, which gradually fills in battle. So, the stronger your tech bar is, that's better that the attack, I believe, is, okay? So, we did that already. So, L1 and then left for Piercer, okay? So, let's continue. And then follow up, then you want to hit circle for that, which is what I did before. And then you can go to AP, or you go to the touchpad, and then you hit main menu and Ascension. So you get like AP points, which are your skill points, pretty much, or ability points as they call it. Alright, so here's Danger. So, that's not good. And then Danger doesn't mean that your HP can be restored, so that's not good. Alright, so when Gnostis runs out of HP, he enters a state of danger. This not only impairs his abilities, but it also decreases his maximum HP over time and when he takes damage. When his maximum HP falls to 0, the game is over. So you want to make sure you save, guys. I mean, that's RPG game, like RPG Gamer 101 right there. Is you always want to make sure that you save. So very important. Alright, so Nasus recovers from danger with time or when a friend comes to his rescue. Alright. So then his friend's like, I got you, bro. Alright, awesome. Now he looks like he's out of it. And then it says, friends also fall into a state of danger when they run out of HP. Okay, unlike Nasus, however, they do not automatically recover, so they need to be rescued. Alright, so let's go rescue Prompto. So that's rescue. He's like, thanks, bro. Alright, so recovering from danger does not restore maximum HP. Alright, so combat items. Okay, so characters can use it if they're in danger. So R2 and then use item. Okay, so let's use elixirs here. So R2. Alright. Alright, keep going to your old self again. Alright. So we can use the elixirs and you just hit circle, I believe. Alright, let's see. Or no. You hit X, so R2 and you hit X. And then we just take it. So he's got himself going there. And you give some the Prompto. He's like, thanks, bro. His outfit is so crazy, I'm not even going to lie. Alright, potions, elixirs lift a state of danger while restoring HP. So that's going to be important when we're out there, right? Alright, what else I gotta learn? Now team up with Prompto and we're gonna take down Gladius. Alright, let's kick his ass. Alright, come on, let's go. Alright, oh! Oh, I totally missed that. Alright, let's see here. Was there a point warp? Let's do that. Oh, shoot! Alright, let's see here. Man, he got my ass real good. Alright, let's point warp. Oh, shit. Alright. Oh! Man, he is kicking my ass. Alright. And parry. Alright, let's get that full meter. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Alright, so L1. Let's use... Yep, let's use Piercer. Use that. Alright, let's use the Javelin here. Oh, let me point Warp. And... Warp Strike. Alright, so twice the damage there. Oh, shoot. He is kicking my ass. Oh. Alright. One more. Boom. And I got another Warp Strike for him. Oh, jeez. Alright, let's switch weapons. Broadsword. Alright, let's use Piercer. That. Alright, so we got him pretty good by... Nah, I didn't do too bad. Can't complain. Alright, so... We have completed all the tutorials. So that's pretty sweet. Alright, so let's go through the Lord Guide and learn the story here. Take a closer look at the paintings on the wall to learn the story lore about the lore of Eos. Alright, so let's do that. So when you're done, just let me know. Alright, homie, thank you. Okay, so let's look at the first one here. Alright, Land of Eos 1. Our story takes place in the land of Eos. At present, the world is divided between two warring states. Controlling the majority of the world's lands is a militarily mighty Nephilim. Boo for Nephilim. No, I'm kidding. And an aggressively expanding Imperial war machine. The kingdom of Lucius continues to resist the Empire's advance with magic. The crown city of Esomina. I think I'm totally wrong here. I'm sure the Final Fantasy fans will correct me. They'll be like, "You are incorrect." Stands proud as the kingdom's last bastion, but the Empire has already made inroads on the outlying territories, including the primary regions of Lide, Duskay, and Cligne. I tried my best, people. Okay. So we got that. Let's see what this one is about. Alright, 6 and the 6 in the Oracle. Old tales tell of 6 gods who have stood watch over Eos since the iniquity. It's said that they now slumber, conserving their strength and waiting to awaken upon the coming of a plague known as the Star Scourge. That sounds terrible. She, the most pure of faith, is the Oracle, a daughter in line of those said to commune with the 6. Blessed by the astral gods, she calls forth the power of Eos to heal those who are suffering and afflicted. Her devotion to helping all of those in need has inspired reverence for her and among her people all over the world. Well, that's good to know. Alright, let's see what else we got here. And we have this one. Look at that sexy king right there. Alright, so the magic of the Lucy. The crystal is the divine cornerstone of the King of Lucius. Now, if you watch Kingsglaive, you'll learn a little bit more about the crystal and the importance of the crystal and Lucius. And just a little bit they give. The stone has a will of its own. And you also will learn the ring and how the ring chooses its owner. It's very interesting too. The stone has a will of its own and channels its sacred power through the Ring of Lucy, which is what it's called, to the monarch who bears it. Okay, so monarchs in line of Lucius have innate ability to conjure magical weapons. A handful of close attendants are also afforded access to this self-same power. So like your king's second in command would be able to have that. The magical barrier known as the Wall has long kept the Empire at bay, and this is why Nephilim hates Lucius, is partially because of that too. He has, the Wall is protecting them. But see, sometimes Final Fantasy also can reflect a little bit of real society too, because the Nephilim are the future, they're the innovators, the technology, and then you have the Lucius, which are more following the traditions. It's very interesting, So then it says their magical barrier known as the Wall has long kept the Empire at bay and therefore maintained peace, and yet not entirely without struggles. Sustaining the Wall imposes an immense physical burden upon the king, and you learn that the king is not all together. It's sad though. But to let it all fall for a moment would be an invite to total annihilation. That's sad. Alright, I think we got all of them. I think so. Alright, I think no, we didn't get this one. Alright, so demons and night. Yeah, the demons, guys, they are freaking terrible. Alright, so Eos is plagued by hordes of demons, vicious nocturnal creatures of various forms that strike fear into the hearts of even the most seasoned hunters. Now, guys, in Kingsglaive as well as in Brotherhood, you learn about Noxious and Noctis, pardon me. And you also learn about how a demon changed his life forever, unfortunately. It's pretty sad. Okay, so demons are the denizens of the night, and the more predatory among them are drawn to the worlds after dark. People now dread the settling of the sun for fear of what monsters might be lurking in the shadow. And let me tell you, these demons, guys, these daemons, they are not cute, let me tell you. In recent years, the daemons have grown into a number, while the nights have grown longer. The correlation between the two phenomena is yet unproven, but scientists persist in their search for a link. Alright, I think we got all of them, yep. We have gotten all of them. So let's go see my little friend here. So that's just a little bit of the lore, so that'll kind of help you guys kind of understand what Final Fantasy 15 is about and how these guys got together and how everything kind of ties in. Now, usually I wouldn't kind of do this for a game because I don't want spoilers, but I had to kind of spoil just a little bit because it won't make sense if I did not explain what was going on a little bit here. Alright, so let's talk to our friend. Alright, let's close the lore guide. Okay, so before we start our game here, I am going to stretch for a little bit, and then we're going to get back to our juicy topic of the day. If you guys have any questions, you definitely can let me know here. So I will be right back, guys. Alright guys, I am back. I had to fill up my kettle. I actually got this really awesome electric hot water kettle. And I've been drinking a lot of hot water just because it's helping me to have better like digestion. And then also because I've been kind of sick as well. It's really been helping me to just get fluids in my body. Because sometimes cold water, depending, is good, but I like drinking like warm water. But yeah, this thing is awesome. So you may hear it in the background here, just because it's heating up my water. Doesn't take too long, and it shuts off on its own, which is really, really awesome. Alright guys, so let's get into our juicy topic of the day, because nothing is awesome than talking about good-looking women, right? So let's get into it, and let's talk about Kate Upton here. And I've been reading a lot of awesome stories from Daily Mail. I've been doing a lot of that. So yeah, let's take a look at it here. Let me bring it up here. Alright, so this story is coming from dailymail.com. Exclusive, Kate Upton shows off her famous curves in a series of sizzling bikinis for a stunning new fashion campaign. She is well known for her incredible curves, and Kate Upton again saw her career come on leaps and bounds as she collaborated with Lipsy for Next.co.uk for a new collection which includes an array of saucy bikinis, chic gowns, and floral fantasies. The 25-year-old model was sure to be her own best advertisement as she smoltered in new campaign shots and will stand out numbers being her barely there white two-piece and a monochrome number in an array of stylish gowns. Alright guys, so look at her, okay? Now, I'm not gonna knock her beauty. Kate Upton has it going on. But to me, like, she's not really, like, curvy. Because, see, to me, this is what I've always found interesting, is anything that kind of has a shape to it is, like, curvy now. And, like, plus size is, like, really, really skinny now. Like, when I think of plus size, I think of someone a little more heavier set. To me, Kate Upton is not curvy. That's just me personally. I think she's pretty much normal size. She is beautiful. Hey, if I looked like her, I probably would have a dating schedule till the end of time. But, hey, I gotta love who I am, right? But, yeah, it's just, I don't think of her as curvy. And this is just me. This is not me knocking skinny girls, because I have a lot of friends that are skinny. But skinny is not curvy. Unless you have something that, like, you have maybe a bigger butt, or your hip, like, you got some really good hips, you know, or something like that. Like, curvy is something where you have a lot, to me, a lot of shape to you. Like, voluptuous, to me, is curvy. You know, so yeah, I mean, she's gorgeous. I mean, look at these pictures, guys. Look, I mean, look at that. I mean, I'm not gonna knock her beauty, but she is not, I mean, I can see it a little bit in here, but that's not curvy to me. Like, and then it makes it harder for plus size women like myself, because then this becomes the standard of curvy. And then if you don't look like that, then people are like, oh, you're not curvy. So ladies, I'm just gonna say this, and to the guys out there too, because shout out to the plus size guys out there, you know, the big handsome males, the BHMs, you know. It's hard. I mean, for me, I deal with low self-esteem, you know, a lot. But I'm slowly learning that I have to love my body for my body to love me, you know. And I also have to put in the work to make sure I'm doing the proper things for my health, such as, you know, working out regularly and eating right and all that kind of stuff. Because this is just me. God made us all different shapes and sizes. And I don't think that there needs to be a standard of what is sexy and what is attractive. I think that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Now, there are going to be some guys who may not find this appealing, you know, and I've really have had a lot of inspiration in regards to reading what are called BBW romance novels. You can get them on like Amazon and stuff like that. And if you have the Kindle Unlimited subscription, which is what I have, you can get it for free and read, you know, with your subscription to Kindle Unlimited. And yeah, it's very inspiring. It really is inspiring and uplifting. And it made me feel so good because there are men out there who desire women of all different shapes and not a particular shape. Is this sometimes I feel the beauty and fashion industry, and this is just me, sometimes they make these kind of unrealistic standards for us to follow, and it's just not realistic. I mean, this lady, you know, her job is to look good, so she has, I'm sure, a team and some trainers, and there are tons of people who put makeup on her and everything just for her to have this look. So that's the thing that I've kind of had to learn in regards to beauty and fashion, is that I've had to desensitize myself and look realistically that she may not look like this with all the makeup off. You know, she may look a little different, and this is a photo, you know? So it's just something to be aware of. But yeah, I mean, these pictures are I mean, look at, I would wear this bikini. I mean, this, I mean, look at this, guys. Like, I mean, she is gorgeous. I mean, I love this outfit too. I would wear that, you know? But for me, I represent for the big girls, guys, just because I know how it was like. I was bullied and teased to the point where till this day, guys, that bullying and teasing, I struggle with loving myself, you know? And I'm always a work in progress, let me tell you. But she's gorgeous. I love these outfits, and yeah, she's really, really gorgeous. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys these photos and everything. Like, she looks amazing, like absolutely amazing. You guys let me know what you think about Kate Upton. Do you think she's curvy, or do you think I'm crazy? Leave your wonderful comments below. So with that being said, let's get back into it, my friends. It is time for us to play Final Fantasy 15. Let's do this. Let's do this. I gotta get a new chair as well. See, I'm slowly changing my gaming room into like an animal print paradise, because you guys know that I'm like obsessed with animal print. So yeah, it's going to happen. All right, so let's start a new game. And yep, we're leaving the training room. So we can access the tutorial anytime by hitting Option, Pause, and Tutorial. Okay. Drills are also available for honing skills such as parry and spellcasting. So yeah, we should do drills sometimes. When you're in trouble, I'll fly to your side. Take care now and safe travels. I also will backtrack too in the future and play Final Fantasy 14. But I gotta renew my subscription card. So I'll probably do that in the future. But I got a lot of games I gotta play through anyway. So guys, pretty much the format for my start to finish here is I'm just giving social commentaries and little tidbits and interesting things of how I feel about the game. So that's what I decided to do. And also, I just decided that I'm gonna just do my videos live, you know, from now on. For a couple of exceptions, except I'm doing like let's say a product review or something like that. I just like doing the live format because I like to interact with you guys, and I noticed that you guys kind of interact with me more when I do live videos versus when I do videos that are already kind of pre-edited. All right, let's see what's going on here. Oh snap. So this is in the future. Let's see what's going on. Oh snap. What is going on? Oh, man, this controller. I am awake, guys. Oh, man.
Hang in there, buddy. Stay down. We'll keep him busy.
Oh, this is terrible.
Quickly, before he strikes again. Here comes.
Oh. Sorry guys, I don't know what's going on, but it's like my internet is acting weird. I've been having this issue like all week. I don't know what's going on. Alright, so before the fall.
The decreed hour is come. Set forth with my blessing, Prince Noctis.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Take your leave and go in the grace of the gods.
Man, look at that haircut. Oh my gosh.
Well, princes will be princes.
So much for royal protocol.
Not like
I love Ines. Ines is the like logical one too. You learn in Brotherhood that he's kind of like on this mission to kind of make sure that Nasus is self-sufficient, which is good. He's so handsome. They're all handsome, man.
You place a great burden on those who would bear with you.
You're one to talk.
I ask not that you guide my wayward son, merely that you remain at his side.
Indeed, Your Grace.
we'll see the prince to Alticia if it's the last thing we see.
Yeah, what he said.
Hate to break this up, but Kor's got the motor running. Stratos, he's in your hands.
And another thing. Do mind your manners around your charming bride-to-be.
Your Majesty as well. Try to mind yours around our esteemed guests from Niflheim.
You have no cause for concern.
Nor do you.
Take heed.
So,
Once you set
to let you guys know, this
think I
part is
I need
before
only know
the
that you are
events
ready.
that happen in Kingsglaive, just to make sure for accuracy
Take
reasons
care on
here.
the long road. Wheresoever you should go, the line of Lucis goes with you. Walk tall, my son.
Aww. He really cares for Nasus, you know? That's so cute. But the only thing I will say, guys, that's annoying is the loading times are terrible in this game sometimes, you know? Alright, so Chapter 1, Departure. Prince Nasus Lucis Caulium sets forth, if I even said that right, sets forth from his homeland with his three-man retinue in foe. His destination, Alistia, capital of Arcadio, where he will formalize the union of states through his marriage to Lady Lunafrida. And Lunafrida she really reminds me of, yay, we got a Chocomag key. Pardon me, really reminds me of Yuna from 10. She, you know, she's very about being loyal to her people, but she's still very, very, very of her own voice, and you will definitely see that as you see the game unfold here. So we're just waiting for it to load, but yeah, I have been waiting, guys, to play this game for you guys for a long, long time. And I just decided to get it. I got it for a good price, too. I was like, heck yeah, man. I gotta play Final Fantasy 15. How can I call myself an RPG gaming fan and I haven't played this game yet for the PS4. And everybody has made such a big deal about this game. So for me, I was like, you know what? I want to see what the big deal is. I want to see what everybody is so like crazy for. It's just like with Final Fantasy 14. It is a really cool game. Everybody is really, really nice and everything. I have to get back into playing that, but that'll not be for quite some time here. I'm just trying to get through my gaming collection, and we'll do some retro gaming as well. I just have to get a better capture card, guys, so that's going to take some time. Just bear some patience with me in regards to that. Alright. So we are in the beginning of the game here.
I think we can forget about hitching our way there. Thought people were friendly outside the city.
You can only go so far on the kindness of strangers.
You're just gonna have to push her all the way.
Oh, pushing sucks, man.
To the brink of death.
Get up.
Ha!
Come on, car isn't gonna move itself.
Oh, Gladius is so hot, man.
I thought the car was supposed
He
to
has
move
like
us.
the nicest ass
Can
like
it?
ever.
Ready,
I could look
steady.
at that all day.
Push!
And actually, here's the best part. So R2 is to push, and then you can use.
Waiting. Now, which one's the prince?
All right, guys, I'm gonna come back here. I am so
Hello, Your
sorry.
Congrats on your wedding.
Not hitched just yet.
Lady Luna Freya's groom to be here in Hammerhead.